crossed paths in 2020, and suddenly it was as if he had always been there. Our Friendsgiving at Michelle's in 21 was a legendary event, and before you knew it, walking into Britt and Derek's house and seeing Adam there with a big smile and his always present laundry basket was as normal as brushing one's teeth. I still can't go to Britt and Derek's house without waiting for him to walk in, because Adam's laugh and his smile and his "hey baby" became an intrinsic part of my life, our lives. Self-innovation was Adam's religion, not only for the betterment of himself, but for the people he held close to his heart. He believed in long conversations, delving deep. He believed in believing in others, and he never made any advice seem cliche. It was always pure and unadulterated, "you got this," energy from the get-go. Adam always wanted to know why. He always wanted to know how. And above all, he always wanted to know what next. When you talked to him, you got the sense that he would carry your words or your problems in his pocket and remember them later and improve upon them for both of your benefit. As a woman, I felt safe around him. I felt cared for, and damn, he was good to a girl's ego on her worst swamp wish day. His hugs were a warm bath. His laugh, especially when you really got it going, couldn't help but crack you up too. When he sang, he gave it 1,000%, and singing around that table, and that couch, and that kitchen with him is something I will never ever forget, never take for granted, never unhear. Music that reverberates through my bones. Music I've heard 1,000 times in my youth and adulthood that means something different, something better, something more vital, now that I've sung with him. Adam wasn't afraid to show his emotions, and he wasn't scared of them. He spoke many times about trying to shed a people-pleasing mindset, something he tried to work on up until the very end, which is admirable and very difficult for someone who just wanted to see the people he loved shine. He was getting better at standing up for himself, for creating boundaries, for saying no, when all his heart wanted to do was say yes. To do that with anyone is a challenge. To do that with your friends is an entirely different story. I personally would find it an honor to emulate and carry forth some of the lessons he taught us. The struggle is part of the story. It makes the victory all the more sweet. The good times we have with Adam are unprecedented. We'll never reach their equal without him. Personally presenting him with his Nesbitt apron and hat was like anointing a king when he accepted the post of grace. Holy shit, where is it? My apologies. I'll never be able to look at Buzz Lightyear without thinking of Adam. Never take a bite of brisket without wishing he had handed to me, saying, "I tried something new with it. Put my meat in your mouth."
As he did.
Never logged his chat in the morning without missing his little flirtations, his thoughtful contributions, his back and forth with Derek about what the big bad cock was up to that day.
Oh my God.
When I moved chat to Discord a few years ago, in an attempt to make it more than just a place where we made screwed up jokes, Adam was one of the major reasons why it flourished. He suggested and implemented a channel for self-improvement with great enthusiasm, and people responded to it. I will forever be grateful to him for that. In chat's 15-year history, that Discord produced some of the most interesting and thought-provoking conversations I've ever seen. We are all better people because of him and because of each other. The last time I saw Adam, it was at Derek and Britt's. It was a heavy day. It was also a beautiful, meaningful day. Tensions were high and emotions were running even higher, but he carved out a moment for a heartbreakingly sweet tribute for Brittany. It had to be the last time I ever saw him.